Sophie Rain has been getting dragged online again over the past couple months, and people across the internet keep pointing out how ridiculous the situation looks. If you somehow missed it, Sophie has been running a series of loud publicity stunts across TikTok and Twitter just to keep her name trending. She keeps posting about her reported OnlyFans earnings, claiming numbers over $100 million, and repeating it so often that it's become a huge talking point all over social media. The latest moment that raised eyebrows came when she reacted to a clip she claimed was recorded 10 years ago, supposedly showing her speaking to her future self. But the internet quickly noticed something strange. In the video that was said to be from a decade ago, she looks almost exactly the same as she does today. According to the timeline she shared, she would have been around 11 years old when that clip was filmed, which instantly made viewers question how believable the whole story really was.
Hi, did I go to college? Am I an astronaut?
No, not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
Well, you started working at a restaurant when you were in high school and then you somehow became famous on the internet.
Famous? Am I for being a beauty influencer?
Sort of. People definitely like you for your looks and your personality.
I'm a Kardashian then? Oh.
That's an interesting way to put it. You definitely have the money, but not that level of fame yet.
Well, what about a boyfriend?
No, not right now. Dating's a little complicated with the job you have.
What job?
I'll tell you when you're older, but what I can tell you now is that you own your dream car, you own a farm, and you're also traveling the world in your early 20s.
Are my parents proud?
Yeah, they're proud of you. You also retired them.
What? Oh
You
my
actually
God.
did pretty good.
And even if the entire thing was planned as a scripted bit from the beginning, presenting herself as if she were 11 in that context still created a lot of criticism online. During the clip, she suggests that her younger self might be disappointed in who she became. But critics argue the whole setup feels like another attempt to frame and promote the path she took in a flashy way, which some viewers worry could mislead younger audiences who might assume the video is genuine. From everything people have been saying online, plus my own take after watching the clip, a lot of viewers describe the whole thing as honestly pretty sad. The way Sophie talks in the video gives off this strange vibe, almost like she knows her younger self wouldn't exactly be proud of where things ended up. Throughout the conversation, it feels like she's hinting that the choices she made in the past weren't exactly what people around her expected, including her family. She even mentions how her parents didn't really approve of the direction she went in. Or at least that's the impression many viewers got from her tone and body language when the topic came up. Still, despite that tension, she clearly kept going with it because the money she talks about earning is massive. When someone keeps repeating numbers that big online, it's obvious why the conversation keeps blowing up across social media. But the strangest part of the entire situation might be the way she tried to portray her younger self in that clip. A shocking number of people actually believed the video showed Sophie from 10 years ago. Plenty of viewers immediately recognized it as a skit, but there were still tons of users on Twitter arguing in the replies like it was completely real. And here's where the timeline makes things even more confusing. Sophie presents herself online as being 21, even though many people point out that she's actually 23. If the story in the video were true, and the clip really came from 10 years ago, that would mean she was about 11 at the time. That's why so many people were stunned seeing others online accept the video at face value. Honestly, the clip makes it look like she just rolled out of bed, changed her hair a little, set up the camera, and hit record right away. Nothing about it feels like some old video from years ago. The lighting, the quality, the whole setup looks exactly like her current content. A lot of viewers started joking that the 10-year-old clip was probably filmed 20 minutes before the reaction video. People online even started making sarcastic comments, comparing it to someone claiming they suddenly became an astronaut building rockets overnight, because the timeline just doesn't line up at all. And if we're being real for a second, some of the criticism people are posting isn't completely random either. A lot of viewers say the biggest issue they notice in her content is the lack of personality. Anyone who has watched her dance clips knows what people are talking about. The energy is usually pretty low, and the moves are basic at best. Some commenters even started roasting her in the replies, throwing out wild jokes and over-the-top insults just to get reactions. At that point, the comment sections turned into a full-on roast session instead of an actual discussion. But at the same time, this is also where things start getting a little ridiculous. When you step back and look at it, the whole situation feels like classic internet rage bait designed to get people arguing and sharing the clip everywhere. The more people react, the more attention it gets. And Sophie has done this kind of thing before. She'll bring up her reported earnings again, remind everyone about the massive numbers she claims to make, and show off the luxury lifestyle that supposedly comes with it. Once those huge, over $100 million claims start circulating again, the internet instantly lights up and the conversation spreads like crazy. At the end of the day, the strategy seems pretty obvious when you watch how all of this plays out online. The goal isn't really about showing off her personality or proving some deep point about who she is. It's mostly about getting people across the internet talking nonstop about her name. Whether people are praising her, criticizing her, or arguing in the replies, the result is the same. More attention, more posts, and more traffic flowing straight into her corner of the internet. That's why these kinds of videos pop up so often. They're built to trigger reactions and spark arguments. When people get annoyed or frustrated, they start posting about it, making response videos, and debating it all over YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Suddenly, her name starts showing up everywhere again. The algorithm picks it up, pushes the clips further, and the whole cycle repeats itself. In the online world, controversy spreads faster than anything else, and situations like this prove it every single time. But another part of this story that has raised serious concerns for some viewers involves her connection with Piper Raquel. Anyone who has followed both of them for a while probably remembers the collaborations they were doing over the past year. They filmed multiple TikToks together and appeared in the same content across social media. Some of those videos were recorded when Piper was still 17, which led to a lot of people questioning the type of content they were posting and the style of those dance clips. Now the conversation is heated up again because Piper Raquel has recently launched her own OnlyFans page, which immediately got people online debating the influence surrounding that decision and the kind of environment that may have played a role in it. It also looks like Piper ended up taking inspiration from Sophie Rain and jumping into the exact same style of rage bait content. But honestly, in my opinion, Piper's version of the trend felt even more uncomfortable to watch than Sophie's.
Hi! It's so nice to talk to you.
Likewise.
Okay, are you still on Musical.ly?
No, I'm not doing Musical.ly anymore. That got deleted like a long time ago, but I'm on TikTok and we almost have 20 million followers. It's insane and I couldn't be more grateful.
Are you a dance teacher yet? Because that's what I want to do. I want to
Yeah. That's, no, not a dance teacher. I know I wanted to do that for a while, but I have another career path.
Ooh, what is it? What is it? What is it? What's the next question? Let's move on. All right, how many friends you got now?
Yes, I have tons of friends. I'm just always hanging out with friends. Like, I have a big group of friends. They're just always hitting me up, like, Piper, can we hang out? But, like, I'm just too busy and I just, like, don't have time to hang out with them.
Okay, well, did we ever get to meet our dad?
Did I get to meet my dad? Yeah, I did. Right when I turned 18, I just saw him and it did not go how we expected. So why don't you just, like, kind of throw that idea out of your head? Because it's not looking good. Don't do that.
Well, you are 18, so I would love to know, like, what your job is, like, what my future holds. Why do you keep asking me about my job? Like, did someone tell you something? Like, I think you're too young to be knowing. Oh, why do you keep asking? What does it fucking matter? What does it matter?
Just being so secretive, it's like you're a spy.
No, I just don't want to freaking tell you. Like, I just don't. You're just gonna have to figure it out. Like, low-key, if I told you right now, you'd probably be hella disappointed, so I'm not fucking doing that shit right now. No, please, I won't be disappointed. Just.
And the reason for that is pretty simple. A lot of people online already know pieces of Piper's past and the difficult situations she's talked about before, including the environment around her while growing up. Because of that background, hearing some of the things she says in the video hits very differently. And for many viewers, it made the whole clip feel way more disturbing. The video comes across less like a joke and more like something genuinely depressing when you really watch it closely. With Sophie's version, the story felt more like a basic internet skit, where she joked about wanting to be an astronaut before ending up in the career she has now. But with Piper, the video walks through different stages of her life from when she was a kid all the way to where she is today. That timeline is what made people pause, because viewers could clearly see the shift in her personality. and attitude over time. At the start, she's talking about being a young girl who didn't swear, didn't act wild online, and seemed like a completely different person compared to now. As the video goes on, the tone changes a lot. She starts speaking in a much more blunt and aggressive way, openly acknowledging the direction her career has taken. At one point, it even sounds like she knows her younger self might not approve of where things ended up. But the way she says it makes it feel like she's already accepted that reality and isn't worried about what people think anymore. Overall, this clip has been spreading everywhere across social media, and that's exactly why I wanted to talk about it today. A lot of you have probably already seen it blowing up on TikTok, Twitter, or YouTube, and if you haven't, now you know why the internet has been debating it so heavily. If you made it this far, make sure to drop a comment below and tell me what you think about this entire situation. Do you think these videos are just smart internet marketing, or do you think things have gone way too far? Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel so we can reach that 1,000 subscriber milestone, and share this with your friends so more people can join the conversation.